All right. So, question of the day is, why do women get embarrassed when asked how many kids or baby dads that they have? Um, I honestly don't know, but I can probably have an opinion to why. I've seen it on different shows. I've seen people do it in public. I've seen it in work environments. Um, Women get embarrassed when asked how many children they have, especially if it's a lot and if it's by more than one person. Um, I would assume that the kids that they have by multiple people are probably, actually, I don't even know why. I don't know why. I would gather that if someone has multiple kids by multiple people, that something did not go right the first time. It probably went terribly wrong, or that something was assumed or was not necessarily communicated effectively. Um, where you got some people who wanted families by certain people, and those didn't pan out, obviously. So they went a different route. You got some who wanted love a different way, and so the person that they were with, they thought that having sex with them and having a child by them was a definitive way of expressing love. Um, or they probably just like to fuck and didn't think they was gonna get pregnant, and then they got pregnant. So I mean, who knows? Um, I don't know. Uh, I don't understand it in its fullest capacity. I don't decline it. I mean, that's what you do as long as you handle it. I'm not a big fan of that because it just not. But I've noticed, back on the topic, I've noticed that a lot of women will get uncomfortable when asked that. Like, I think the show had it, that Pop the Red Balloon show had it, and a couple other shows on YouTube had it, where it was like a lady was like, "I got three kids," and she's like, "Well, I got three baby dads," but she said it with like almost like an embarrassment, like shameful way, like, "Okay, I got three kids, and yeah, I got three baby dads," and it's like, okay, like, why are you got? You know what you was doing. Same thing with guys, but I don't think guys, they probably do care, they don't care. I'm just saying, if you got a lot of kids, you got a lot of kids, you plan that. You prepare for that. Unless for small percentages of things happen for that. But yeah, chances are you probably prepared that. It's not something you should be embarrassed about, especially if you did it, and especially if you do it multiple times. Um, like over and over again, like you keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. They call that insanity. So there's a lot of insane people out here that we associate with and know. However, it is what it is, right? Got a lot of kids. Okay, cool. Just make sure that you understand you have a lot of kids. You can't go out in the dating world and ask for the top tier of something. You got to kind of start at like the midway level or maybe below and kind of just gradually work your way up. Because it's like budding front of line. You got the women who don't have any kids. You got the women who, you know, probably are younger, probably are, in better shape, probably, you know, not too much trauma, nicer bodies, not as traumatized, like whatever the case may be. And then you got some women who, probably a little older, got a few kids, probably been divorced. So it's like, don't start mid-level and say you need to be up in the top. Like, start from like the ground floor, or start the mid, like start in your lane and your range. That's where I think people get it twisted, where they're assuming or expecting to be in a certain space that they're not. It's not saying that you're not shit, or it's not saying any of that. It's just saying, like, just gauge yourself accordingly. People don't do that. Um, they gauge upon what they're expecting or assuming that they should be when not. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. At least that's all I got.